So it's the middle of the week and we've got some Warframe news to talk about, so let's jump right in. Hey, what's up you beautiful feckers, how you all do? Now our next new Warframe number 56, will be showing off on our next dev stream on the 27th of this month, so not this Friday but Friday week. We only have 2 letters left in the alphabet, I think it's J and U, so the new Warframe will have a name starting with one of those. They also mentioned how they're going to be showing off plans for the next update, which I think is the Echoes update, which is going to dive deeper into Albrecht's laboratories, including that new Warframe. That's where you're going to get it. But I am curious what else is waiting for us deeper down in those labs. Maybe new game modes, maybe new bosses, who knows. Definitely more lore in relation to Albrecht, maybe Warframe 1999. Overall, this could be a pretty big year for Warframe, considering how last year ended with all of those quality of life changes and all of the additions to the game, especially considering the state of the game right now, I feel is at the best that it has ever been. So the dev stream is next week and it is going to be showing us what's in store for the next update. Oh, and of course there is also an Umbral Forma blueprint up for grabs as a Twitch drop with this dev stream, so you definitely don't want to miss that dev stream to make sure you get that drop. Now, it's kind of wild that it's only January and we're already being shown a new Warframe, so it is a good start to the year. Now, cross-save went live again yesterday, so make sure and avail of it if you haven't already. If you're jumping back into the game after being away for it for several years, if you are a returning player and maybe you're feeling a little bit lost, then I will leave a link to my returning player video in the description of this one. Make sure to check it out, it might help you from being overwhelmed. But if you don't watch that video, then my advice would be to take it one step at a time. Grind one thing at a time, don't look at everything as a huge collective, or you are going to get overwhelmed and you are simply just going to put the game down and not go back to it. Warframe's lunar event, which will, I think, bring special skins, is going to happen later on this month as well. Maybe the skins that have already shown up in Warframe China. There is a Chroma lunar skin, which has a kind of silhouette like this, which looks like it also has some kind of dual swords or dagger skins on there. There is an ephemera, which is big flaming kind of wings, and there is also a Dragon Dance Sentinel skin. Now this drops apparently on the 24th of this month, according to DE's tweet yesterday. So that's more additional cosmetics for you to get your hands on, free ones. Now yesterday, Rebecca and Steve also held their weekly dev short video, which is a 15-minute kind of segment that the two of them do in relation to Soulframe and Warframe, where they went over some of the things I've already mentioned, but they also mentioned how Gauss Prime, we know, is going live today. But one of the things that I think it's also worth mentioning, because it needs to be kind of drilled home, is that Steve responded to a question in chat about possible future additional Umbra Warframes. Rebecca responded saying no, never, and then Steve joked about it not being a never, and she doubled down saying that it's not going to happen. Now Rebecca is of course the head of Warframe, so I would take her word in saying that there's never going to be another Umbra. So can we please just put that one to bed? For some reason players keep bringing up Umbras, even though we've been told several times in the past that it's not going to happen. Now Steve, I think in the past, did elaborate and say that it might happen, but now Rebecca is saying definitely not. So please bury it. Excalibur Umbra looks like he's going to be one of a kind. Aya will now be the higher tier sacrifice for syndicates in the game and not primed parts. This is a huge quality of life change in terms of grind reduction. It means that you will no longer have to farm a specific prime part just to then sacrifice that part to a syndicate to hit the maximum rank. Because every time the DE would then vault a prime, they would then have to change which part we sacrifice. And of course, Aya drops from relics and from bounties, so it should be better overall as a sacrifice for syndicates. So the big news, Gauss Prime goes live today with his Exceltra and his Acarius Prime. Of course, we've also got our 56th Warframe being shown off next Friday, or Friday week, sorry. We've also got the Lunar New Year event skins coming with Chroma, the Ephemera, and of course the Dragon Dance Sentinel skin as well. So I'm hoping this is a sign of things to come for the rest of the year. It could be a really good year for Warframe, but only the future knows. Have a great day either way, have a great week, and as always, thanks for watching.